everyone, and welcome to Linda Tina TV. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already and click that notification bell so that you are notified when I post a new video. So today's video is about my weight loss journey, and I thought I should start from the very beginning because it's been an up and down journey up to where I am now. This was a highly requested video after I posted pictures of my new body on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, right on your screen you'll see my Instagram handle. You can go on there, very interactive with the stories and the posts, so you can follow my journey there as well. Anyway, let's go back to Linda Tina the baby. I was not a small baby actually, I was a chubby baby. And then I grew into this really slim girl. So I was skinny, but like really skinny, tall and skinny throughout my teen years. Actually, people used to tease me about my weight because I was very, very skinny. I never thought much of it. I never had any insecurities. I've never really had insecurities about my body, honestly. And then around 20, I started gaining weight. Not because I changed anything, but I guess the metabolism was changing. But I was not gaining weight like crazy amount of weight, but I could see that I'm not that very, very skinny girl anymore who used to eat everything, guys. Growing up, I've never had a weighing scale in my house. We don't even know what that was. So I had never weighed. I didn't even know how much I weighed. I only weighed when maybe we went to the hospital or something, and I never really cared. I ate everything. Those who know me from back in the day, from high school, I ate anything and everything. So weight has never really been an issue. But like I was saying, when I was 20, 21, I was in a very relaxed point of my life. I was in uni, I was having fun and still eating carelessly. So I started putting on a little weight, but nothing very significant. And then 21, 22, and then around 22, I started coming to Italy, and then later moved to Italy 2 years later. I realized that I was gaining also a little more, but still nothing significant. But I guess the change of environment, eating more pasta, gelato. So yeah, I started gaining a little bit. Still no issues at all. At 25, I had my son. When I had my firstborn, I put on during the pregnancy 22 kilograms, guys. I was huge. I was very huge. But with my son, I lost about 10 or 12 kilograms immediately, like in the first 2 weeks of after birth. I lost everything. And then about 6 kilograms over the months remained and never really went away. But I was pretty much back to how I used to be, pretty much, more or less. Not as skinny, but I was more or less the same weight. Then I had my daughter 2 years later. Now with my daughter, I put on less, 19 kilograms, but still a significant amount of weight during pregnancy. And I didn't lose immediately like I did with my son. So that took a while. And yes, another 5 kilograms maybe remained. So about 5 from my son, and then another like 5. So no, I wouldn't say a total of 10, but let's say 6 kilograms in total remained from my original weight, 6-ish, 7-ish kilograms. But I was still okay with how I looked, but I was still trying to get back to how I used to be before the children. My children are now turning 8 and turning 6. So in between the years, I'll tell you that I've struggled with weight, and I can't really blame it on childbirth. Probably diet or a change in metabolism, because even when I wasn't eating that much, I was still gaining weight and then losing it after trying all types of diets, exercises, and then it comes back and then it goes and then it comes back, but never really back to pre-baby weight. So fast forward 2020, we get into the lockdown. Now, before we went into the lockdown, like I've mentioned, my weight was up and down, and I still wanted to lose some weight to kind of get close to how I used to look before I had my babies. When I went into the quarantine, guys, I put on 6 kilograms and then 7. And so I was much bigger than even when I was trying to lose the weight. I didn't feel it that much because we're in quarantine, whatever. But then the summer came and I was trying to fit into these swimsuits and I wasn't really fitting in. And so I tried to do exercises at home, but nothing was really working. Like I would lose like 3 kilograms and then gain back 2 and then gain back 4. So it was up and down. I'm only giving you this backstory so that you understand that I've actually been struggling with weight for a very long time. Nothing like I'm obese or something like that, but struggling with trying to be in the body that I feel good in, if that makes sense to you. And so 2020, I was about 87 kilograms. I was about 87 kilograms by the time we went for our summer holidays in June, July. And I mean, that sounds a lot, which is a lot, but also I just want you to know that I've always been a heavy person. Like in my family, we are heavy boned. So the numbers on the scale are higher than people who are probably my height, just to let you know, we are heavy boned, but still 87 was on the much, much higher side. Then it went up to 88 because then I wasn't working out during the summer. Out of the lockdown, I wasn't working out anymore. Guys, I started to feel a certain type of way. Like, no, this is not me. So from my pre-baby weight, I was like, so before I had kids, I was about 70 kilograms in my skinny days, let's say. And now I was 86, which is 17 kilograms more. And so I started feeling uncomfortable, I'll be honest. I started feeling uncomfortable. Now we're at the part that most of you want to hear, the reason why most of you clicked on this video. And before I go any further, I just want to tell you that I'm not here to sell you a story of how to lose weight very fast. And I'm not here to sell you some magic fitness journey or diet journey. I'm just an ordinary woman who has a unique kind of story as to how I lost 12 kilograms in 3 months. This is my journey, okay? Disclaimer. So after the summer, we come back to our normal programming and I am at 86 kilograms then. And I was going to start dieting and working out, but then towards the end of last year, I went through a very low moment in my life where I felt like I could barely eat. And I mean that literally. And so this is where my weight loss journey actually really starts, like this very crazy weight loss journey that I have been searching for a very long time. Right in the first week of November, I hit this low moment that I'm telling you about, which maybe I'll tell you more about in another video sometime in the future. Anyway, I couldn't eat, I had no appetite, but I wasn't hungry. So it wasn't the case of I'm hungry, but I have no appetite. I wasn't hungry at all. So I went days without food, 2 days, 3 days. Then I would have like a soup or I'd have some vegetables and then I'd be fine, really fine. No problem going another 2 days, another 3 days with no hunger at all. This went on for about 2 weeks. And also in the 3rd week, I was going about a day without eating. And guys, I was seeing the weight fall off. Just fall off, obviously. I was drinking, but I was not eating. Towards the end of November, I had lost about 6 kilograms. So from 86 kilograms, I was 80 kilograms. And I was like, oh my God. I'm still not feeling well. I mean mentally, so I still don't have an appetite, but I'm getting better. So I'm now eating every day, but eating very small portions of very light foods, because then when I try to eat like heavy stuff, let's say pasta, rice, I just felt like I'll throw up. I didn't have an appetite. Fast forward into December, I'm still not eating much, but at least I'm eating every day, and the weight is still falling off. By mid-December, I had lost another 2-3 kilograms. I had lost another 3 kilograms, in total 9 kilograms. So from 86, I was now about 78-ish, 77, 78 kilograms. Towards Christmas, I was in a better mental state, and so I was eating much more. But also I had realized that I guess your stomach narrows down to what you're eating. I noticed that I couldn't eat the food I was eating before, even if now I had a little more appetite. So I couldn't eat the portions I was eating. And guys, I used to eat big portions. And so I was eating every day and all my meals, but very, very small portions, because my stomach had now narrowed down. And then this taught me that, one, we don't need all the food that we eat. Because guys, I was not eating, but I was not weak. I was not sick. I was fine. I was operating normally. I just wasn't eating as much as I was eating before. Two, it told me that your tummy is going to obviously react to how much you're giving it. If you're giving it a lot, it's going to need space to accommodate what you're giving it. If you're giving it less, then it's going to shrink. And so these were very two important things that I learned, that my body doesn't need all the food that I give it, that I was giving it before, and also that my tummy, my stomach is going to respond to how much I give it. By December, I remember even on Christmas, I had a big meal, I had some wine, and the weight still kept falling off after that because I was eating lesser portions. Come to end of December, I had lost a total of 10 kilograms, almost 11. So I was now at 77, 76. I was oscillating around 77, 76 kilograms from 86 kilograms. That was December. Then come January. Now I was eating normal meals. Like I've told you, I'm in a better mental state. My appetite is back, but I still can't eat as much as I was eating before for the reasons I've already mentioned. And so January, my weight was constant at 76. But then I looked at myself in the mirror, guys, and I was thinking, I've wanted to get back to this body for years. Now it's here. So what am I going to do? I'm going to maintain this. And maintaining this is not going to be so difficult because my stomach is already taking less than what I was eating before. And then also, my appetite has significantly gone down because now I'm used to eating less. And this is the thing, your body listens to what is constantly happening to it, and then it catches up with that and gets into that routine. I don't know if that makes sense. And so January, I decided to, this time intentionally, like consciously, before it's something that just happened. And that's why I told you, I'm not telling you some fitness story. My weight loss journey is something that just happened. But then come January, now I feel good about how I am looking. I'm feeling lighter. And so I said, okay, we can keep up with this. But not only, there is another part to my weight loss journey. So let's go back a little to that time I told you I had a really low moment in my life, November. So what I used to do is I used to go out to walk, but just to be alone, be out of the house, and just let my mind be free. I was doing this every day for at least 30 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, but I was getting out to just breathe and just be in the park and just walk. 10 minutes became 15, 15 became 30, 30 became an hour became 2. Now I can walk up to 3 hours a day, even more if I have time. It's just that I have things to do. And so it started as something therapeutic for me because it released my mind. It felt so good, guys, to just be out there and just walk. You know, I would walk with no direction. I would just step out of the house and just walk. But it felt so good. I would come back home and have a warm shower. I used to walk when it rained, when it was cold. We're still kind of in the winter, even if the sun is starting to come out more. But I was walking when it's like 1 degree, but I was feeling so good and so free. And so this started by trying to get my mind free, and then it became something to do with my physical body as well. I realized that I was breathing better. Before, I was this kind of person who pants after walking a few miles. I'm like, or going up the steps. I still pant a lot when I go up the steps. But I'm not even taking the elevators anymore at work or in my apartment. We live on the 4th floor. I don't take the elevator anymore because my body is not really used to that, you know, energy. Anyway, so part of my journey, a big part of my journey, is not just the food that I just told you about. It was this walking. I tried exercises, guys, at home, all the jumping and all this stuff, and they never worked. But can you imagine? It's the walking that has done the magic. And I'm saying this because I want you to understand that everyone's journey is different and our bodies react differently. I am not going to get into the biology of it because I don't know. I'm not a medical person or a fitness trainer or whatever. I'm just telling you my story. And the exercises at home were not really working for me. I did so many. I could see a difference, especially with my core. Like I could hold a plank longer after doing it over and over. But I didn't see this significant change in my weight until I started walking. And when I got used to the walking, I can walk like so long and so many kilometers without feeling it. My legs are stronger, my breathing is better. And so that is another huge part of my weight loss journey. Maybe even the bigger part. I'm still not sure. This is gonna sound very amateur, but I'm still not sure if it's more of the food or the walking that has made the most significant effect on my weight. I have lost a total of 13 kilograms, but I must mention that in the last month, February, I was just maintaining, and then it could go up and down depending on how much food I've had in the week. By end of January, which is 3 months from the first time I started losing weight, I had lost for sure a total of 12 kilograms, because then the last month was just maintaining. Now, how am I feeding? How am I eating now? How am I exercising? I've realized that I need to tone my body a little more. I've never really had a loose body. I usually have a toned body, but I see now with all the weight I've lost, I need to tone more. So I want to put in more exercises. I am still walking every day. Not as much because I started a new job and I don't have that much time, but I'm still walking to work, which is 40-50 minutes from my house. I walk to work, I walk back from work. If I can't walk to work because of time, I'm surely walking back. And then on the days when I'm not working, I'm still doing my 2-3 hour walks. And then when it comes to food, I have cut back so much, guys. I eat really small portions. Sometimes I'll eat like a meal a day, but a proper meal. So I'm not restricting myself. Also because I need meat. I'm a little bit anemic, so I need meat. So I eat my meat, I eat my vegetables. I cut back on the sweet stuff, on the carbs. I used to have big breakfasts with bread and milk. I'm not doing that anymore. I'll do it like once a weekend. I have cheat days. I like eating out, and ever since they lifted some of the restrictions on the restaurants, I've been going out a lot. I like my glass of wine or 2 or 3. So I'm not embarking on this lifestyle where I can't have the things I want to have, but I'm having them in small portions. And also I am having them just once in a while. My sister, who is a fitness trainer, you can go and follow her on Instagram, I'll just put her page over there, has always told me that being a fit person doesn't mean living this miserable life of I'm not eating that, I'm counting these calories. I don't count calories. I don't want to count calories. It's about being more conscious that, okay, if I'm eating all this, am I burning it? And so eat whatever you want to eat, obviously, healthy foods, and burn it, okay? So eat and burn it, and that's mostly what I'm doing. I'm eating the things I want to eat, but I'm making sure I put in the work to burn it. So friends and family, that is my weight loss story that many of you have been asking me for. Probably nothing special like all the weight loss stories you're going to see on social media. I kind of went into it by mistake or by chance, but it led me to where I am now, and I don't want to go back to where I was months ago. So now I'm conscious about what I'm eating, and I'm doing my walks to burn whatever it is that I'm eating, the extra. And I want to stay like this. I'm happy with how I am, and I don't feel like it's straining me because I'm not depriving myself. I'm not doing any, out of this world things, but I am managing, and obviously I'm keeping track of the weight on the scale because I don't want to go back to that weight that I've been fighting for so many years. And look at how a rather sad situation gets me to this happy ending. So like I said, everyone's journey is different. I'm not here to tell you to starve yourself or to spend days without eating. I'm just sharing my particular story and how this situation showed me that probably I was giving my body more food than it actually needs, and I needed to do more moving that doesn't involve exercises at home, which I'm going to be doing. But the walking works for my body, and yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this story. I'll be giving you updates if you want them about where I am a few months from now, and if there are any changes. That's all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.